Check, check, check. What up? Oh, what's going on, boys? Right. You never got me set up. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You want to replace TGR, but people don't want to learn. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're doing Asia today. I'm a little bit late for the Asia Open, but we're gonna be day trading right now. I'm curious. First of all, fuck yeah. Asia might be easier to trade. And I have a lot more. This is the maximum amount of energy I have is usually right around like 4 or 5 p.m. Right? It's like after I've exercised and all that shit and I'm fucking jazzed now. Okay. So this is the most fun time to trade for me. Right? I just don't know how Asia is like maybe okay, honestly. I was looking at the NASDAQ and like if you traded, or was it NASDAQ or Bitcoin or I don't know. I was looking at stuff. If you traded the open, like the open is fucking wild sometimes. Is it not? Wait, where's the fucking open? Maybe gold? Like if you just traded gold, like the open was a few hours ago, first of all. But we're gonna let me just draw out some gold right now, okay? So gold's coming up, but ultimately we did these failures, right? Bounce off that level. This hourly is about to close, which is going to be relatively bullish. Relatively, right? I want to see it regain this level here. Okay. And then we can take a long, probably there to these new highs. Right? Bunny ways on the run. I don't know if you guys can hear my music at all. I have music playing in the other room, so I can hear it. But then YouTube doesn't fucking strike me. They want to be entertained and see access to your lifestyle. Yeah. What's up, Hunter? Hey, Alan. It's me, the guy who made you laugh when you mentioned you stepping down and staying C-suite. Yeah. I slightly remember the name, bro. I can't. So here's the thing. Asia for gold is not that much different than New York. Right? Like gold just moves all hours. Right? It doesn't give a fuck. Here, look at this one, dude. Like this is insane. This is Aussie session, right? So I'm like wondering, I'm like, do we just trade the Aussie session and Asia session each day? And it's like that's fucking wild because it's the open, right? The open of the actual day, not the open of New York, right? Open of the day is pretty insane, and then you got more volatility. Like, look how insane this is, dude. Like, that's more movement in Asia than New York most of the time. So I'm like, why not just give it a test? Let's give it a test, right? And I think we can be bulls more or less here. Deny it. Bad company. I want to get along here. I want to get. Let's see how this reacts. We got 3 minutes. I'm gonna wait the 3 minutes, but we're gonna be. I'm gonna be trying to scalp from now on, just for your entertainment. Because I think I could do it, dude. Honestly, like I'm pretty sure I can do it. I'm pretty good at this. Look at this. I made this earlier. Do you guys know what this is? The Dungeons and Dragons, like chaotic versus good and evil. Chaos versus, you know what this is? Bad company. I can't, no. Trying to wait. What's up? Different time feels good to be. Feels good and energetic. Yeah, yeah. Crazy. Kind of the only choice when you live in California and work. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is like, it might just be better to trade Asia. Now I know a lot of people are New York only, but this is like evening time for a lot of people too, right? Oh, I want a long. Like this looks good for a long. I want to get in. We want to get in. Okay, what did I want to Meta trader. Oh, we already got a gold long running. Bro, we're already up 12K. So overall though, we closed a bullish daily, honestly. I do want to we'll just throw one on that. That's just for a swing. That's just for the small account swing, I think. I want to just leave it there. I'm going to add to it if it comes down, but I want we're going to trade on the Maven challenge here. This is a new Maven challenge. Go gold. They're gonna give us a pullback. We need a pullback, bro. It's kind of. Wait, I appreciate the adjustment. I hope you can too. To beat TJR, you have to win trades live, brother, and then do lifestyle and yeah. So lifestyle and vlog get big enough. Cross Cameo and other streamers. Yeah. So I'm actually going to Montreal to have a podcast with another guy on Thursday. Yeah, you totally do need to be like interconnected with like a whole network of people. Being in person is really, really important. And I'm realizing I probably need to hire a videographer to record and plan things all the time, right? If you really want to be like big like TGR, I think that's the thing you need is you need like a film crew, right? Not a film crew necessarily. I already have I have a bunch of editors, there's clippers and whatnot. We have all that. Okay, here's a pullback. Okay, we're gonna get in a sec. Okay, we're in. Okay, we're in on this level here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, it'll bounce off his level, I think. People want to see you rip a trade like Togi. Totally, bro. Selfie stick is lit. Yeah, totally. I mean, I was doing back in Europe, bro. We actually did. Neve, I appreciate the feedback too. And back in Europe, we actually like properly did one of these. I got my girlfriend to vlog me around and whatnot, and we got a decent amount of attention just around town and whatnot. And this is totally cool, right? Like we could do something similar like that and actually stream IRL. I just need a videographer to do it so that we actually seem cooler. And you got to go somewhere where you catch attention. The issue is like, how do you make that trading themed, right? We got some pho too, boys. Like trading is such like a an antisocial sort of thing that like nice job to have your girl as a cameraman. This is a sick jar copper. Yeah, it was all right, dude. We also have this for like recording the pocket and whatnot. So we'd walk around with both that recording for proper footage and then the live stream so we could have edited versions. Oh, I need a bowl, bro. Fuck, I need a bowl, dude. That'll work as a bowl, I think. Here from Twitter. What's up? Yeah. We stream every day, dude. Random times, kind of. You take trade from chat and shit and close it for profit for a loss. Oh, wrap shit while wait for that. So I don't know what you're saying, bro. I don't know what you're saying. If you're going to do IRL content, you have to mic up, or the audio is going to be shit. I mean, I have mics. I have multiple mics. I have absolutely everything, dude. The thing is, when it comes to production, money's no obstacle, right? So we could honestly do anything. I just can't spend money that's retarded, right? Like I'm not gonna rent Lambos. Just like I don't know, like maybe that's gonna make good videos, but like it really doesn't make sense to me unless you have thousands of people watching. To like rent a Lambo and like do dumb shit like that, right? You can. But like that would be cool. But like production shit, like the money doesn't really matter, honestly. We can spend any amount of money we want. Bro. So go do millionaire shit. How are you having trouble making? I mean, like, I'm not having trouble making content. First of all, like, I run a company, right? So like, my entire job is not content. Okay, it's one portion of my job, right? But the thing is, generally, unless you have proof of concept for things, your own like even if it's your own. Oh my god, that's hot. Even if it's your own company, you have to show proof of concept, right? And even though we have millions of dollars, that's not how companies work, right? You have to show that ROI somehow, right? How's that trade going? It's good? Oh, they didn't give me extra line, dude. I asked for extra line, bro. Oh, that's underwater. How is that underwater, bro? Okay, so we don't need to use stop losses because stop losses are for people who don't know how to trade, right? If you know how to trade, you're going to be right most of the time. So it won't matter, right? Especially if like your stop loss is just the account. You could just blow the account, dude. Done sub. Hey, thanks for the subs, boys. Are you gonna explain how you entered the trade? What indicators you follow? I use dumb money concepts, bro. It's a thing that I made. It's how it's a rendition of trade progression into a simpler form for you to understand. Okay, trade progression is how the market works with absolute certainty. I run a prop firm, dude. I know how the market works. Okay. I know I'm gonna just float my own boat here for a second. I'm the only guy in the world that is able to teach you what I can actually teach you. Okay, I'm the only person in the world that is able to give you such an in-depth level of education that is actually true based off of data and my own trading experience for the past 13 years. Okay, I know how the market works. Okay, and now that doesn't mean that I'm going to be right 100% of the time, right? It just simply means that this is how it works pretty much always, okay? Like you're going to see the way I trade is correct 95% of the time. It will go to target 95% of the time, but we will make mistakes and there will be random volatility that hits the market causing you to lose money, okay? So as long as you manage risk appropriately, you'll never blow your account, okay? But you can still be right 95% of the time. Okay? I'm right about 80-85% of the time, okay? When it actually push comes to shove, okay? So all we really need to do is just target wherever we need to target. I should have risked more, hey? Whoopsies. I should have risked a full one, hey? A full one? What am I doing? Trading. How many wins? It says on the screen. 32, bro. 32 swing trades. These are swing trades, by the way. Not day trades. You don't understand what TGR is selling? It's the dream. Yeah, totally, bro. Unfortunately, it's like if I want an ROI, right? Like TGR has a very clear direction to ROI. He sells the dream and then he sells a course, right? And then he scams you. That's TGR's business model. I'm going to lie to you about how I got the money and then sell you something that's a lie that doesn't actually work, and then you're going to get scammed and he's going to make money, okay? My direction is very obviously different. I'm going to teach you something actually useful, right? Or I could go down that route of selling you the dream, buying Lambo and all that shit, okay? But then you need to convert into an actual sales funnel that's a real business, not just a fucking 100% scam. It's a real business that has expenses and has to reach their margins each month, right? So it's different. We have expenses, we have budgets, right? And we have expectations to meet each quarter, right? Where TGR is just like, if I tell you I'm trading well, spend all this money, it will then convert more, right? If I do that to you, it's not going to make you go and buy Maven and then Maven makes tons of money. First of all, Maven's not going to make tons of money off of you, right? So it's less amount of money, right? And I'm not lying to you about how I got the money. You know what I mean? If I lied to you and I said, hey, I made all of this money on Maven, Maven is giving tons of money, then sure, that would be a different direction. Oh, the wins are cut off on mobile? Oh. Where does it show then? I can see what it's displaying on mobile. I'm just wondering. Interesting. I get that. I appreciate the insight. Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense for course sellers to sell the dream because that's a direct business ROI for them, right? First of all, I actually want to help you guys and not lie to you. Good now. You're welcome, man. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Togi sells a course, or TGR sells a course. Togi sponsored by gambling. Totally. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. How good are we, eh? First trade, strike. Okay, where's it gonna go? Right here, probably, up here. A little bit more.
Bro, if you see
Order
on the month's
filled.
level, BTC did react to that level, and today is the last day for the month candle to close.
All right. The candle already closed, bro. The month is over, is it not? Should we close this trade? Not our buckaroos. I should have used a whole one. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, we're going to close it there. Another 1,500 bucks. Look at that account, bro. There's a fresh Maven account. You want to see the history?
Bling bling.
Bling, bling, motherfucker.
Bling, 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 bling. You see all that money? Bling, 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 bling.
Bling bling bling, can you see all that money?
You see all that money? Right, what's next? What's next? What's next? That went right to that level. Huh? 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 He knows what he's doing. Hey. You see all that money? What's up, Mr. Crop? Go like.
Can you explain a prop firm and what are the benefits?
What is a prop firm? It's a place where you can leverage no money into a lot of money, basically. But you got to follow the rules. There's more rules. So, in the same way that a brokerage was an option for you to use a smaller amount of money and leverage it to a larger amount of money, right? They give you leverage. But the stipulation is you also lose the money faster, okay? A prop firm is the same thing to another extreme. You get leverage, but you also get more money added to your account, right? So you put in $1,000, you get $100,000, right? But the issue is now they've added rules so that you can make more money, but you also blow it faster. So if you don't follow rules, you blow it. I'm eating pho, baby. Top Gear was never about the cars, it was about the charisma, friendships, and 3 hosts. I mean, it's about the cars too, bro. It's like, but I see what you're saying. It's car-themed entertainment. Car-themed friendships, right? You know what I mean? Tendon, baby. That's a big chunk of tendon. I don't know if you guys eat organs and shit, but that's why I'm so good at trading. Okay. Let's watch where some of these closes are, okay? Because we can get back in. We can get back in if things close. Let me read a couple comments too. That was spicy, dude. Hey Hunter, if I use a prop firm to hedge from firm B to pass an account, will you find out? Yes. If you cheat, will I find out? Yes. You're not allowed to cheat on prop firms, dude. Hedging against another prop firm is a direct violation of the rules of every single prop firm in the world. And it's super easy to catch you. Super easy, dude. How long am I streaming? I don't know. However long market's interesting, dude. Oh, we're still in it, too. We're still in this for 15 grand, baby. I need to get that. Go up a little bit more. I want a screenshot of 15. There you go. Nice. Got a screenshot of 15 grand, baby.
Bronek on 3 months level and 6 months level.
Bow, 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 bow.
If you are to follow the rules of the prop firm, are you more likely to be successful with trades? Also, are there things that guide you to what to invest?
Follow the rule. I mean, I kind of guide you, bro. Eating healthy trades, but don't know about food, doesn't look spicy. Bro, it's fucking spicy, dude. I'm white, though, okay? So it's spicy for me, all right? When am I doing the next 24 hours? I could do a 20... So... I was thinking about that the other day. Do you guys think a 20... Like this, we're actually getting pretty good turnout on the Asia session right now. Fuck prop firms. Man, you suck at trading, hey? You know what's funny? It is easier to make money on a prop firm than your own personal trading. So if you can't make money on a prop firm, you are a bad trader because it is the easiest place in the world to make money. Why do I say that? First of all, I have proven it time and time again through the past 2 years of me trading on prop firm challenges that I can snowball incredibly quickly on prop firms, okay? Second of all, I also own a prop firm, so I know what it's like on both ends, the trader and the prop firm side, okay? If you own a brokerage, here's the thing. If you own a brokerage, so from the prop firm side, if you own a brokerage, the amount of people who withdraw is essentially zero because they put their money in, it then becomes the brokerage's, and the brokerage owns that money now, and they just leave it there because nobody ever withdraws because they end up blowing their money eventually, and the brokerage just takes your money. And they don't actually send anything to live markets. Nearly every single brokerage is a B-book brokerage, okay? Their A-book brokerages don't really exist, okay? Same with prop firms. But you can randomly trade and still get a payout, right? You can't randomly trade and get a payout from a brokerage, right? Because it's a continuum. Oh, you got too much money to mess with that shit? Okay, then. I'll take back what I said.
If I invest K in a prop firm and I lose K, am I liable for the loss of the additional K?
No. Why would you be liable of somebody else's money? Are you guys all new? Interesting. That's the whole idea of a prop firm. You borrow their money. I'm going to be dead serious with you. Dead serious, bro. A prop firm is a game. It is not real trading. You are playing against the prop firm. It's a simulation of a trading themed game. That's what it is, okay? It is not actually trading. You're never touching real money. And they just pay you because that's what keeps them in business, right? A prop firm is legally nothing to do with trading. It is legally a game. Oh, man. Nose is running, bro. Okay, we're going to watch another minute
What is
here.
the cost to get into Maven Prop Firm?
Maven's as low as $13, I think. Or as high as $4.80. Depends on what size account you want, what type of account you want. But yeah, check out Maven, bro. Check out Maven. MavenTrading.com. As low as 13 bucks, yeah. Should I buy or sell right now? Probably neither, right? We can look at other things too. Let's see what Nasdaq's doing right now. Pew, 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 pew. Bitcoin. So somebody was talking about Bitcoin monthly a second ago. Wait. Is there 31 days in March? 24 hours. Is there
Months
31
level.
days in March, dude? There is. I thought it was month reset. Oh. All right. It's another day left. So, here's how the monthly is going to go. Bitcoin is doing exactly what you told you it was going to do. Bump up, crash down, and go for a new low. Monthly is going to tell us that once again, right? Once again. And it's probably just going straight there. Like, Bitcoin is not looking good, baby. Looks pretty bad, actually. Looks pretty dang bad. Actually, we should short this right now. We should
Check
short
the months
Bitcoin right
level,
now.
bro, on BTC. Good. Rejection as well.
We should be shorting Bitcoin right now, dude. We should be shorting Bitcoin right this fucking second, all right? Sell it. Sell it. Bitcoin short going. Why? Because it's a retest, right? Retest this. We lost a level. Gonna go for a new low. Probably, right? If you want to day trade this, we can watch for something decent here. Still pumping up, but so we want to be short on Bitcoin. Bitcoin bias is short. Do. Nasdaq. Yeah. So brokers are more profitable than prop firm, right? As a business, it's more difficult to set up a brokerage. No, they're both equally difficult to set up. But brokerages are not as appealing to traders. A brokerage is incredibly easy to run. All you do is offer some pairs, right? Add your spread however you want. Expect traders to lose money. Have them deposit. Offer deposit bonuses, all of this shit. Offer all of this free shit so that they just put money in. And then once you get that money, 99% chance that you keep that money. That's it. That's how a brokerage runs. 1% of traders will be able to withdraw, right? And then when they withdraw, you just take it out of all the funds of everybody you that deposited, okay? You don't actually ever trade. There's no real, you don't have to do any of that with a brokerage. You could send things to live markets if there's a trader who has shown long-term consistent results. Super easy to also A-book them, right? Because they're never going to blow their account, right? There's no rules that they're going to blow their account and then you'll have to reset them up on their next account, right? Prop firm, if you wanted to A-book somebody, it's super difficult to track them because they'll have multiple accounts, right? A lot of people on prop firms are profitable, but they full margin their accounts, right? So there's no point in A-booking them because you have to have somebody that's constantly monitoring, right? So a brokerage is incredibly easy, but nobody wants to trade on brokerages anymore, right? Now, this is just still ripping, dude. What's that level here? Do I have a... What is this purple line? What is that purple line even? I don't even know what that is, dude. Not even sure what that line is, but... You're probably looking at some sort of sell somewhere around here. So we might be able to take a sell on gold soon. All right. Man, you always deliver. Thank you, brother. What should you expect on gold? Yeah, probably a sell soon, but... yeah, thank you, Trader Merc. Yeah. 3-month level. Why would you be tracking a 3-month level? So, bro, no real action. It's done to the market. Yeah, bro. Prop firms aren't real money. There's no real money touch. Like, you don't ever touch real money until you get paid out. Your payout is the real money. That's what it is. This broth is so fucking good, dude. I'm not sure why you'd be trading the 3-month level, dude. Oh. Spicy, dude. Oh, I shouldn't be eating jalapenos. Jeez, I'm not Mexican, dude. I don't know how Mexicans eat jalapenos, bro. I seen them just fucking eat them. That's wild. All right. Did you make the broth? No, I bought it on my way home, bro. It's my favorite pho place down the road. Down in town, rather. When I get tendons, this is a piece of tendon right here. Can't see a screen you're trading? No, you shouldn't. Oh, dang it. Oh, you're too dumb, bro. I can't eat and trade at the same time. Too dumb for this shit. Yeah, this is, this is what? You don't need to see it, dude. You just need to see the price, right? You need a woman, Hunter? Tell me, what would a woman do? Just be, what do I need a woman for? Just be completely honest with me. Other than sex, What would a woman be able to do that I don't do better? Other than her looking better, you know, other than like some sort of sexual attraction thing, what would my life be better for? All of it's just waiting. Moses, wondering found you. Just waiting. Don't listen to him. I have a friend in Canada. Yeah. I live in Canada, bro. On Vancouver Island. It ain't a trade from today anyways. A swing trade on gold. Yep. Okay. Women makes life easy, actually. That is wrong. I have never been with a woman that makes my life easier. I'll argue, though. I'll argue with myself. I have been with women that make my life more interesting and more fun. Okay? But no woman has ever made life easier. Kids. Yeah, okay, so kids. So does that make my life better? Does kids make my life better? I would probably argue yes. Probably. But could I not just get a surrogate? I can just hire a surrogate, bro. 30 grand. Hire a surrogate. I get to choose what they look like, what they act like, and then hire a nanny to help raise them. So what did the woman do? She just dumps out a child? I can do that. I'm being completely serious, bro. Kids equals bills? Yeah, sure. Bills don't matter. How often do you plan to live stream this? I live stream every day, bro. You're kidding, right, Paul? Hey, wait. Women make life easy. This is fucking ripping, dude. Holy shit. Maybe I should have just left that trade going. It's like, how much longer can it rip for, though, dude? Like, I'm not used to Asia, so. That's crazy, bro. We gotta wait for pullbacks, though, dude. Like, holy shit. 17K on gold now. Holy shit, dude. 17K on gold. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. The right women do make life easy. I can argue that that could be true, yeah. But I live in North America. So most women are whores here. Now, I'm not saying it's not possibly the case, but what happens here is...
Yum, yum.
What happens in North America, Canada, and the States is women party for their 20s, get ran through, and then by the time they're 30, they try to find a man to settle down with, but they're all full of trauma and never actually figured out their problems. So by the time they turn 30, nobody wants them because they're ran through and dramatic. Right? Again, not all women, but the ones that have been taken, the ones that are good have been taken by the time they turn 30. You want to learn trading from me? You can watch these streams. Yeah. You missed your re-entry? I think we're just chilling because we're in this trade right now, 17K. And I'll be honest, bro. I hold some resentment for Western culture and for Western women, right? Because, you know, they get a party their whole life. Not have to take any accountability and never fix themselves, and everyone tells them that they're, you know, special little angels. So I do hold some resentment. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I've completely accepted that is the world that I live in. And I don't really care to try anymore, right? So I'm kind of comfortable just doing I do my Buddhism, I do my Bible, I do my reading, I do my trading, I work out. I'm relatively happy. I would like kids one day, but I can just buy them, right? Gold is absolutely tearing, dude. Holy shit. Can you see gold for a short? No fucking chance. Not right now, dude. Are you retarded? Like, here's the thing, bro. I'll be honest with you. There is no good trade when something is moving like this, right? What you could do, the issue is you can zoom in, right? And watch for these little pullbacks, right? And get in on these, right? But the issue is you have to be so certain with where things are going, right? Right? You have to find the level, right? And when things are breaking multiple levels, you can't know what level it's going to stop at anymore. So you can only randomly guess, right? There's no point in trading these anymore, right? Now, like there could be a level right here, right? Where they could take that weekly level, right? Who knows, right? They could be going right over this swing here and then close below, right? In 13 minutes. We're going to watch this 13 minutes still, right? Do I smoke or vape? No.
Looks like gold doesn't want her close below the monthly level.
I will pray God to give you the woman you desire. I mean, sure, yeah. I'm still like I'm not fucking cold-hearted to women, bro. And if it sounds like that, then like that's not how I am. I've just accepted that it's unlikely for there to be a healthy woman in my life, right? And I'm not going to accept somebody unhealthy in my life, right? I'm incredibly healthy and driven, right? And not just financially, bro. Physically, and I do meditation and yoga every single day. Right? So I understand Western culture is completely destroyed, right? So it's unlikely I find similar minded people that are healthy, right? You missed most of the lie, bro. Yeah. Thanks, bro, for explaining. Right, let's look. Because it might close below, right? On that 4 hour. Right? If it closed below on that 4 hour, then we're going to be bearish. Bearish. Right? It's kind of what we could be looking for, bro. Like gold, not necessarily. This might not necessarily be the bottom yet. This is tested already, though. So, you know, maybe it just cranks up. Thank you, Maven Snips, bro. Yeah, join the Discord. Maven Snips, where are you located, dude? I thought you were in fucking Africa Town there. Or India Town. UAE, oh. You're fucking like... It's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. there. Right? Are you up crazy early? I gotta save this broth, bro. Because I'm gonna make some more noodles later. You wake up early. Holy shit, dude. You wake up early and then go back to bed or what? Like, do you like take a nap midday in UAE? What up? Spain 4 a.m. right now? Holy shit. Why are you guys up at all? Holy shit. 4 a.m. is the one time you should not be awake. 5 a.m., good. You wake up early, okay? 3 a.m., okay, you're out partying, right? 4 a.m. is like the only time you should not be awake ever, right? Like 3 a.m., that's fine on a Friday. I don't care. Stay up to 3 a.m. But not 4 a.m., dude. 4 a.m.'s too late. Go to bed. What are you doing? There is nobody healthy. Okay, there's nobody healthy awake at 4 a.m. Love what Maven's doing lately. Hey, thanks, bro. Should we, I want to take more trades, dude. I kind of like the Asia session. Like, we got to look at how this runs, bro, because, like, look at this. Asia just goes straight up, bro. Okay, wait. Asia goes straight up. Asia just goes down, right? Now, how long do we... It kind of just chooses a direction, innit? It kind of just chooses a direction. I wonder if I should just stream all Asia. I owe you my life. You're welcome, brother. I assume you're making money with my strategy. What's up? I'm new here. Hey, welcome, brother. We teach trading. We're the best trader that you'll ever meet on live trading. On the best guru you'll ever meet. I don't sell you shit. I own a trading company though, so you can find that right there, Maven Trading. Okay. But like, look at this, dude. Asia might be the fucking G of a session, dude. Top A, you know? Fucking top A. Top sesh, all right? Look at this fucking session, dude. Could be worthless. No, be just like you. It just goes up or down. There's one that didn't do anything. That one didn't do much either. That one kind of ranged. Okay, that one ranged. Okay, some of these are ranging now. Okay, maybe I was wrong, but who knows? It's like, yeah. Oh, fuck. Wait. It really looks like they don't really even offer retests, bro. Like, nobody's actually day trading this. They're just buying. Does that make sense? Like, I'm trying to study the other Asia sessions. Do you have a course, sir? It's all free on my YouTube channel. I don't charge for anything. I don't want your fucking money, dude. I'm rich as shit. Let's be real. Of liquid cash, I have zero, right? Thanks, tax man. You're not fucking getting me this time, right? I have no money to my own name, but I have access to millions of dollars under a company name. I'm from Canada, bro. And then the company Maven right here is worth tens and 20s, 30s of millions of dollars, okay? This company right here is probably worth 50 million, okay? But I have no money, okay? So I don't fucking want any more money, dude. First of all, I don't want to spend money on anything.
Don't forget that you have more gold than Canada's gold reserves.
I own more gold than all of Canada, yes. I personally own more gold than the entire country of Canada. Totally. Anyways. Bro. Should we just fucking... Like, should we just be long on fucking... So I was talking to Prop Firm Kid, bro. You know Prop Firm Kid, bro. Dan, Prop Firm Kid, the guy with the chicken, right? The guy with the chicken. Bro, we got to do more Asia streams. This shit's more fun. I'm fucking juiced up. And I kind of like the way it flows here. Like, this is way easier. You just buy. You just buy. Now, I want to wait, though. Okay, we did... We got one, okay? I'm just going to put it down. We got this, okay? This was our trade, right? That was our first trade. Where's this 4 hour going to close? 4 hours going to be bullish, okay? Looks like it's probably going to be bullish. Right. Anyways, oh, Dan. Fucking Prop Firm Kid, bro. Yo, I need Maven shorts in here, Farad. Maven snips. I need Maven shorts to just stay up all night, too. If we're doing Asia sessions, I need them fucking clipping this shit, too, dude. Because this shit's way more fun. Own more gold than Canada. Yeah, I do. I literally do. I literally have more gold in my bedroom than Canada has all combined. I'm not kidding, bro. That's the God honest truth. Paying no tax. When you don't make any money, you don't have to pay tax. Okay? Legally. I don't really make money. I pay myself the bare minimum so I can pay my bills. Right? And then from there, all of the money is in the corporations. Right? Offshore, in whatever countries, doesn't matter. Okay? One day, you know, I'll get a big payout. That's it. Okay. And right now, I don't give a fuck. I don't want money, right? So like, who cares? I don't want your guys' money. I don't want to sell a course, right? Because why then I have to pay taxes? Why would I want that? Right? Get Maven shorts a week. Anyways, Prop Firm Kid, bro. So he trades Asia session, and I was talking to him. He says he does 2 to 1 Rs. Right? Which is decently smart, right? Because the Asia session just rips, bro. It's definitely more Asia gold here, baby. Look at that. They're buying it off that 4 hour. They're gonna fail it. Let's see. Can you explain the DMC system? Yeah. So DMC, bro. You can first of all you can watch more videos on YouTube. Everything's free. You can watch it all there. Okay. But all it is you identify levels, right? So candle body, and then you attempt to gain them. The candle closed beyond it means that it gained it. It will come back, test the level, and then go. Okay. It sounds very similar to breakouts and whatnot, right? Because it is very similar. But this is the way you look at it is what is actually making it right. If you fail, right, which means you close back within, you will go the reverse direction. So the only thing you need to know is when you attempt to make a new level, okay, right now what we're doing, if you gain it, you will go in the same direction. And if you fail, you go in the reverse direction, okay? And where do you go to? The next level. That's all everything is, right? That's all everything is, right? So if we gain this, right, where is the next level, right? It's the next untested level. So probably up here, okay? But in theory, it could be this, right? It could be this, right? Because these are pass-through levels, right? But I don't think it's very likely, okay? If we fail, where does the level down? We go back down here, right? First this one, right? But not really a level, so probably this one, okay? You always kind of go to the next level that's untested or the origin of the move, okay? So origin of, if you fail this one, you'll come back. You'll come back to the origin of the move down here. Just got out of prison for taxes. I'll definitely hang around more often. Create energy and fun. Wait, Lord Matthew, tax assessor. What? The tax man's on to us, dude. Watching this at 5 a.m. in the morning. Right, yeah, so DMC, bro. Now, where it gets more complicated with DMC is the higher time frames are the most important. Those levels are the most important, and they're the ones that will work for sure, but they take a long time to play out. The lower time frames will break if a higher time frame contradicts it, but usually they will both play out, right? Because the shorter time frame is faster. So you can still play it out, okay? So we just gained, right? So we're probably going to be buying off this level, right? So I want to get back in this gold. Take a long there. Small long again. Took a long on gold again. Why? Because we failed this level in the 1 minute. And we're right on that level, right? So let's see. Let's see. I'm willing to add to this if it goes down. Right, so the thing with the 4-hour level is it takes a long time to play out, bro. It takes a long time to play out. Right? So let's look to see what else did we gain. So we have some levels here, okay? We have some levels there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They're all kind of in the same area. So this is the zone I'm probably going to be wanting to buy. Right. So I'll add to it if it comes down against me. And we'll see how she goes. Can we host a physical session in Nigeria? We already did. 3 years ago. Even the tax collectors joined the stream. A new 4-hour game. It'll come down. We'll add to it too. Because it looks relatively bullish, right? But usually if it's only gained a little bit here, right? It only gained a little bit here. Good chance it comes against us a bit, okay? I think most likely we're looking at this mid-level. Definitely do not want it coming down here, okay? Why he keeps putting DMC, bro? What instruments do you trade actually? All of them. Well, gold, NASDAQ, Bitcoin usually. Do you put any type of stop loss? There's no need for a stop loss if you're right. I'm pretty much always right, so. And then like what was
Both NQ and gold are bullish for Acer sessions.
Yeah, usually been like that way lately. So what like what's the point of a stop loss? I don't use stop losses. There's your hook. And you shouldn't use them either. There's your hook, okay? I don't know if there's clippers watching. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to earn money, you can clip me and post on your own channels here. I have WAP. It pays $1.2 per 1,000 views, right? It's in the Discord here, right? In the Discord, free money and accounts. There you go. Kick and then maybe WAP, okay? You can make money. I pay out people somehow. I don't know how to do it. I don't know, bro. Somehow I pay it out. I don't remember. And so if you want to take clips, you can post them and make money for views. If you're new here. Anyways, I don't use a stop loss. Why? Because stop losses, what do? They exit the trade for you, okay? I can do that myself, right? So why would I put something that's a hard set rule somewhere, right? What if there's something that happens that I don't want to get out, right? Why would I set up a line somewhere that says, hey, I have to get out when price goes here, right? Why would I do that? When I can just watch it, figure out what's the best decision in the time, right? Do you really not use stop losses? You trade with no leverage? I don't use stop losses. I trade with leverage. Because what matters? Like sometimes I will use a stop loss, but majority of the time there's no need for a stop loss because I'm watching the chart or I'm swing trading, right? If I'm swing trading, I can just watch the chart once a day, right? I can just look at the chart every day, right? If I'm not going to look at the chart every day, then I should just close the trade, right? Or leave it for a positional trade, right? Like you don't have to look, all you have to do is look at it whenever there's a new important close, okay? Okay, this failed here. We gotta watch to see if it regains. But we are long. We are long from here, right? So this is what I would. So if you're wondering, okay, where is my loose stop loss? Like where would I exit? Probably, it would be my last entry. Okay. So if I have an area in which I want to get in, so sometimes I'll use a stop loss, okay? Sometimes I will use a stop loss. Sometimes I'll use a zone in which the stop loss will be the lowest entry and I'll close based off of closes, okay? Not based off of price, right? I will only exit based off of what the direction tells me it's going to be going. So if I'm told that the direction is going to be going against me, then I will exit the trade. But currently, the direction tells me it's going up, right? So why would I exit this no matter what? Like, think about it this way. Think about it this way. If I know this is going up, even if it comes down here, what do I care? As long as it goes up. I only care to sell it higher. I don't care how much drawdown I'm in. Right? Unless it tells me it's going to go down. So once I've confirmed it's going down, then I will get out of the trade and enter later. Right? How do I select the giveaway for the stream? I just do a random poll. Speaking of which, we can do a giveaway. This is how, basically. We just spinner. Right? We spin it. And then it's a Maven account. Spin the wheel. That's how. And then it's the type of Maven account. So a 5K two-step, right? And then I do this. And then you type in plus no stop loss, right? In order to enter in chat. Clear. Plus no stop loss is how you enter, okay? Type in plus no stop loss. I think I'm so numb. 16K on that trade still. Right? You see how it's done, bro? Tired of being what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me. Put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. That song's not playing right now. Whoa. Oh, bro, look at this, dude. I love, like, how much you guys are addicted to fucking money. Look at this poll I put up today. Which would you choose? Money or mental stability? You guys would rather have money and be insane. 60% of you would rather be insane with a bag of cash. It makes sense that fitness is lowly voted, but you know what I mean? It makes sense, but okay, draw the winner. Jack Beaver, bro, congrats. You can open up a ticket with Maven and say you won a 5K two-step from my live stream, okay? That's how you claim it. Open up a ticket, Jack Beaver, right? That's how you do it. Yeah. 60% of you would rather be fat and insane. Fat and insane and have money, right? Isn't that funny, dude? I think I would choose mental stability. Personally. Why are you guys spamming, dude? Never opened a ticket before? Go to the Maven website. Right, so this has come... I don't like looking at the 1 minute. 1 minute's silly, bro. 1 minute is like the worst thing you can look at. Okay, it might come down to this next one, probably. crickets, and you're trading prop firms even worse. You must be new. Huh? Are you talking to me, dude? My key? I've been trading for 14 years, bro. I own a prop firm. I'm trading on my own firm's money. I have millions of dollars, bro. I must be new. I've been doing this for over a decade. 13 years experience trading, buddy. Why are you guys still spamming stop loss, bro? Do you trust FEGs as key levels or just support and resistance? So FEGs are no different than any other level. And FEGs actually make things more difficult for you. ICT concepts do not work very well. They can work in theory, right? But they were a destructive version of the correct answer, okay? Makes sense why you're pushing it. Prop firms are made to set newbies up for failure. It's actually easier to make money on a prop firm. If you think, first of all, it sounds like you're just a toxic person, first of all. But, you know, I'll just be honest with you. And whether or not you believe me is a different situation. But prop firms are easier for new traders to make money, right? We went over this earlier in the stream, but a prop firm, you can randomly trade and make money, right? The idea of a prop firm for me is an education platform in order to get yourself funds so that you can then trade on your own funds later on, okay? I don't think of it as a scam. I think of it as an education platform, okay? As long as a prop firm is completely transparent and honest with everything that's going on behind the scenes, it allows you a system in which you can trade effectively and guides you in that way without random slippage, you know, or random rule changes, right? As long as they're on a real prop firm, I believe it is a beneficial thing for new traders, okay? Because you can also make money off of it. If you're depositing money in a brokerage, you are pretty much guaranteed to lose everything you put in, okay? Because it is a continuum, right? A prop firm is a system in which you are trying to beat, right? You are playing a game in which it trains you in order to trade better, right? But depending on how you look at the world, you will either see evil or good, okay? You will only see the thing that you are on the inside. So if you see evil, right, you are a toxic evil person, right? Because you can only see what you believe with yourself, right? That being said, you can believe me or not, right? You can accept that this is what I believe to be true, right? I do understand that some prop firms are shady. Maven is not one of them, okay? I do actually prefer personal account to prop firms. Me too. Personally, I do too, right? Because then I don't have to follow rules. I already know how to trade. I'm a very good trader, and I don't want to continuously buy accounts, right? But I will do both. Prop firm makes money faster. A prop firm guaranteed makes money faster. Randomly trade with a bunch of hidden rules that make it harder for them to trade better. Okay, so you're combining multiple things into of what I said. So you don't really listen to me correctly, right? So randomly trade, I'm referring to you can make money if you randomly trade, right, on a prop firm because it is a game. You're trying to beat a game, right? That has rules, right? You can randomly push buttons, right? And then end up with a payout, right? You can't do that with a brokerage because it's continuum, right? But hopefully these words don't go over your head, right? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying, okay? Calling stuff evil because it doesn't fit your agenda is crazy. When did I say evil? When did I say evil, bro? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Anyways, bro, I'm trying to honestly answer your questions. I assume they're coming to this. I assume you're coming to me in a negative connotation, just based off the verbiage you're using. But, you know, I hope for the best in people, so I'm answering correctly. Huh? Question for Clipping Bro. How can somebody become the top 1% and achieve financial success? And what to avoid to maximize their success? For clipping? Your goal as a clipper is to make interesting things that people want to watch. Either education or entertainment, bro. You're a content creator at that point. You're just using somebody else's user-generated content, right? So I am the user-generated content, and you're editing it into a way that is easily watchable, I suppose, right? Easily consumable, right? Bro must be an ICT worshiper.
Question meant for trading and life.
Yeah, bro. Why is gold doing shit? I mean, we expect this to come down against us, right? We want to add to this, right? We expect it to be coming against us right now, right? So we're not going to stop out here either. We're going to stop out, like, we're going to leave it later, right? But we're expecting still maybe a little bit lower. Unless it just bounces right here, we can enter more. Okay. It looks like a bounce right there, maybe, so. Should we add a little bit more? Add to it. Bro must be IC2. Do I invest in stocks? Yes. I advise most people do not day trade. I don't even like day trading myself. I do this kind of for the fun of it, right? Day trading to me is more or less gambling, right? That's why on Maven, I promote you to be a swing trader, right? There's no swap fees, right? You will make more money if you're a swing trader, but I understand that everyone's going to day trade because they're all dopamine junkies, right? A huge pump, pullbacks expected. Yeah, I mean, so we had that 4-hour close, right? So as long as this 4 hour still continues up, but like, you know, same sort of thing with I want to see this 1 hour continue up, right? I don't want the 1 hour to close below here. So I want to see a reaction off this area, okay? I want it to come down relatively quickly and then react off of it, right? With DMC, drawdown could be a problem on prop firms, right? Not if you trade without, no, I mean, no, not at all. It depends, like, just don't over risk. Like, I don't understand. DMC, you don't have to add to the trade. Just, I am doing it right now because that's the situation, right? Right. If we don't get a nice bounce here, like I might not even add to it actually even anymore. If we don't get a nice bounce here, I'll probably just exit. Okay. What's the best way to swing trade? Use the daily levels. Yeah. But like, if you're adding to a trade, that's fine, right? You're allowed to DCA as long as you manage your risk correctly, right? Just don't if you're going to DCA, have a zone, reduce the amount on your first entry, right? Obviously DC. So here's the thing. I'll tell you right now. The difference between DCAing and entering one full trade, right? Versus like 2 partials or 3 partials, right? DCAing is going to increase your win rate, okay? But you're going to make less money. You'll make more money if you enter full margin, not like the full amount on one trade, okay? You're going to make more money that way. But you'll increase your win rate if you DCA, right? So that's completely up to you then, okay? Can you invest in any stocks? No, probably not. I don't own any right now. Because it's a terrible, like I wouldn't even be investing in stocks right now. Only gold. Maybe oil. Like I mean, like there's nothing for you to buy right now that I would recommend. So no, I can't. Sorry. Like I don't really I wouldn't really be, there's not many things I care about. Other than like the big ones, right? You just monitor those ones on the high time frames, and that's how you do it. A lot of discretionary. You got to use your head, since hence no drugs, and a clear mind is important. Yeah, don't do drugs, I guess. I mean, like, do drugs if you want. I don't give a fuck. But you're just not going to make money if you're doing them. Just do whatever you want, dude. You're just gonna fucking lose everything otherwise if you don't do it right. This is kind of slowing down a little bit, isn't it? I guess it was an incredibly fast pump. I want to see this level get bought up. Yeah, it's still buying it up still, right? So I'm still kind of happy with that. Snort coke and full port. I'm sure there's a lot of guys doing that, bro, and they're fucking having a blast. I can't imagine you'd be very good at trading. You'd have no attention span, dude. Okay, so they got to buy it off this level, honestly. More sellers in the market? I mean, kind of. But they got to buy it off this level here. Perfect. Let's do it. Buy it up. The 30-minute level. Right? Buy it. They got to buy it up there. Otherwise, we got to get out. I stream daily? Correct. Yes. Anish is missing out. Yeah, bro. He is, brother. Y'all know Anish or what? I do stream daily. Usually in the New York, but still in that wheat long. Let's look at ZW. Let's see what happened to it. No, I closed that out immediately. Bro, the second I was down $1,000 overnight, I just closed it. So fuck that. It's not doing shit. That was, yeah. I'm not. I need somebody needs to be a mod. Who wants to be a mod so they can ban these fucking beggards? Like, fuck these dudes begging for money. You piece of shit, dude. People who beg for shit, dude, are like the worst people ever. Like the worst people ever. You know why? Because they think it's okay. Right? You think it's okay to just beg. But what that does is it teaches you to be scum. if somebody actually gives you what you asked for, it teaches you that it's okay to be a worthless human. Right? I need to fucking pull up my thing here. Fucking beggards, bro.
The government of Canada is bringing down your costs, so
Fucking
you can
piece
get
of
ahead.
shit, dude. I can just ban, bro. Where's this bitch? Oh, it's in the fucking. He's in the. This one, the other one here. Portrait mode. This one. Look at this fucking cunt. Dang, 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 dang. Just mod him. Hide the fucking. He's in the. There you go. Hide user from channel. You're gone. Sorry, buddy. Look. You should have waited for the second bottom. Nope. Doesn't matter, dude. You're a cunt. Dude. I fucking hate it when people beg for shit. Like, I give away everything, dude. I give away accounts. I give away alpha, right? I give away my time. This still keeps buying up, bro. They just keep buying it up off that level. Where's that fucking 30 close? 30 close above? Did technically. Not the most crazy bullish reaction, but I mean, kind of expected based off of like fundamentals. It didn't seem like there's too much crazy going on right now. What's your strategy Sharp ratio? Alpha and beta? Couldn't tell you. You know why? I don't care. Why would I give a fuck the numbers of my strategy, dude? Why the fuck do I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I make money. I don't want more money. I don't care how much money I have. I don't care how cool I feel. I don't care how much I brag. I have a very high win rate strategy. Okay? I make a lot of money trading. Okay? I don't care for more money. I have a salary from my company. My company's worth tens of millions of dollars, right? I don't give a fuck about my trading. I do this as a hobby, dude. And I do it very well. I'm very good at this sort of hobby. I don't give a fuck what the numbers are. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm competing with myself. And guess what? I'm making all right money. So I don't give a fuck. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I don't have to go to a hedge fund. I have my own money to trade with. The company's money. You full ported gold right now? You're probably fine, depending on where you blow, right? I mean, if I were to full port either direction on gold right now, it would be to the bullish side, right? I think you should win, bro. Let's go. How much are you risking, Jack? Jack, baby. Tell me where do you blow your account? And let me what are you're where do you blow your account? And we'll tell you if you're safe. Bang 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 bang. Bang 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 bang. so bad, so bad, it's too late. Meow meow. Okay. So statistically dumb. Nice, keep it up. Yeah, dude. Why do I care? I'll be honest. I'm honest with you. Why do I care? Like, actually, like, I'm like, that's a god, like a god on. I know I'm being ridiculous and flamboyant and gay, right? Why? Tell me the reason. Why do I care? Why do I care about my Sharp ratio? Give me a good reason. Like any decent reason that makes any sense, right? Why would I care about my Sharp ratio? Just be honest with it. Anyone can pipe up, dude. Why would I care about my Sharp ratio? Because you could help me answer something here. I'm being dead serious. Give me a reason. Like, what is the purpose of a Sharp ratio? And like, don't say like to track data. Like, what is the purpose of the data? Right. Blue smiley face. Oh wait, I was delayed on my chat log here. Delayed on my chat here. Oops. Sorry, I had to scroll back here. Let me see here. I'll just put it here so you guys can see. What the fuck? Dang it. Okay. Let me read it. Okay, wait. You said something. How the fuck do you get a statistical edge? I make money. That's all I care about. Right. If I need to answer the question, what is the purpose of the data? Then, dude, you're too good. I hope, bro. I'm being dead serious with you. Okay. I'm asking you, what is my like? Why would I care to know? Right. Furu? No, I don't sell a course or anything, bro. I've been doing this for 13 years. I'm incredibly profitable, incredibly good at this. Okay. So let me potentially, because it seems like you're doing a thing right now where you're not willing to actually answer the question so that we can have a proper conversation, right? You're trying to just beat around and say, and you basically put me down in the sense that, hey, you shouldn't have to explain it to me. I should already know, right? Which puts the blame on me indirectly, right? Which is a avoidance strategy that, often people who don't have good emotional control do, or emotional awareness do, right? But not to necessarily project onto you that that's what you're doing. Anyways, let me answer the question for you, okay? So a purpose of a z-score, right, is a piece of data in which I can know the ratio in which how much I'm profiting to how much drawdown I have, right? I know what a z-score is. I've been doing this for a very long time. I just don't care to know what the answer is, right? Because why would I care to know, right? I don't do this competitively. I don't do this to max. I don't care about how much money I'm making. I know I am making money, right? I don't care how much money I'm making. I don't care to increase the amount of risk so I can maximally make the most amount of money, because that's not something that's important to me. I don't really care about money that much. I do this for fun, okay? So the next question you could say is, oh, maybe he's trying to promote to his audience better so that he can get more people watching him, right? A high z-score means more people might be interested. Well, most people don't know what z-score is. So why would I advertise z-score when it would just confuse them? I would rather advertise my win rate. A high win rate is a more promising thing for somebody who's new into trading than somebody says, what's a z-score? And they go the other way, okay? Another option for a z-score might be so I can promote my trading skills to firms in which might fund me, okay? I don't need that. I have tons of money already, okay? I already have my own firm that can fund me, right? What is the purpose of this question? Like, what data can show you, and what kind of all the nonsense questions? I mean, again, you're projecting the illegitimacy of my question, right? Instead of actually answering the question, which just tells me that you have poor ability to communicate, right? I'm sure your girlfriend doesn't like that, right? I am God honest having a debate with you, I suppose, right? The purpose of a z-score is not something that is important, right? Not in the situation that I am in. It is important only when you're trying to promote yourself to somebody in which might fund you. The only purpose of a z-score is trying to get funding from somebody, right? I don't want that. So hopefully that was an entire argument on both sides, just so you can understand things a little bit better, instead of deflecting your inability to communicate effectively with somebody, right? Am I going in cells? No, we are currently long, my G. I wonder, let me see if it tells me my z-score. I'm not even sure how to get to it, so. I'm not sure it even tells me on my brokerage, so. Not sure. I have never once looked. Never once. Because it's not something that's important. It's not even on my brokerage statements, so. Oh my god, all these guys in touch with their X chromosomes tonight. I love it, dude. Because people come on here and they try to talk shit, and I know exactly my worth, dude. I'm incredibly good at debating trading. I'm incredibly good at this. I also study psychology and psychotherapy and Buddhism, okay? This shit goes so easily hand in hand. I learned something new tonight. Z-score. I will show you guys in more detail what a Z-score is, because honestly, I'm not going to explain it in like super good detail. Z-score. Okay.
Ranking table of Z
But-
scores for famous traders.
But it's so that you can better allocate risk to a trading account, I suppose, right? So if you're funding somebody who's trading, you'll ask for their Z-score, right? So that you can see the likelihood and the distribution of their trades, right? Standard deviations, data points, right? So it's some math shit, okay? What's the other one? The other one is what's the other one? There's another one that people use. I can't even remember what it's called right now. Some other thing. I can't remember. I don't know. Can't remember what it's called right now. There's another one that's really, really important. Show us your bank statements. Oh, you can't do the math? What do you mean? I didn't bother to do the math. I'm sure I could figure out the math. I don't want to do it though. Sharp ratio, that's the other one. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Forgot the name of it. Z-score and sharp ratio are not the same thing, so good luck with that. Yeah. Do you want to? You wanted to see my bank statements? I've shown them publicly. Yeah. But again, I don't hold money myself. Okay. I think we were talking about this earlier in the stream. You guys probably weren't here. I don't have money in my own name, right? So the only thing I have is a few $1,000s, and then this Maven account. Right. Yeah, that's all I got. All you need to do is show your trades and bank statements to prove you can beat the market. I mean, but I don't. Why do I care? If you've been watching me every day for the past 2.5 years, right, you'll know that I'm making money, right? I don't care to prove to people, right? I have no reason to prove because I'm not going to sell you anything, right? You can watch my strategy, right? And you can try it yourself, okay? I don't care if you make money or not. I don't want to sell you anything. I don't want your money. I have enough money. I'm worth millions of dollars. I don't want more money. I'm selling you nothing. Okay? So you come in here and be like, hey, prove your tradability. Why? I don't have any money, nor do I want to sell you anything. So I could show you a $5,000 account because that's all I trade with for my personal funds. And then I also trade with the Maven account. Right? But there's no point. There's no point, bro. All right. You want people to watch for money. What? I don't want money, bro. Don't tell me what I don't want money. I have money. I don't need it. I don't want more money. I do this for fun. I stream every single day. I've been doing this for years, dude. You want to see how much money I make from YouTube? I don't make money, dude. I don't make money. Where is it? $400. I make $400 a month from YouTube. I don't want your money. I don't want your ad revenue. We might have to get out of this. We might have to get out of this. It doesn't bounce right here. I'm going to get out. Can't even do 8th grade math. What is your problem? What is the math equation, bro? What is the math equation? Is it the Sharpe ratio? Or the Z ratio? Z score, sorry. Z score? What is the equation? Let's see. Data point minus mean minus standard deviation. This is, first of all, that's
He's
not
selling his math costs here.
That's not 8th grade math. I'm quite good at math, okay? But what is the data point, right? I don't have this information, so I can't even do it. So there's no possible. I don't know what that information is. I don't know what the mean is. I don't know these numbers. It's crazy how mad you are, bro. I don't have anything to sell you, bro. What about the 17K account? This one that was, yeah, the gold trade. It was up 17K. Okay, we're gonna. Should we get out of this? Wait. We might have to get out of this trade if it doesn't bounce right here. I gotta get out maybe. Oh, you closed your trade before? Okay. Yeah, I can't remember where I wasn't paying attention because this dingus come in here and solve the simple equation. 3 is that 3x or 3? It must be 3x because there's a plus. Can't see it too well. 3x plus 1 equals 10, right? So you minus 1 from 10, you get 9, and then you divide it by 3. It's 3. X equals 3. I'm not retarded, bro. Were you asked? I can't see there's a ton of chat here, bro. There's multiple channels of where people are watching. So I'm not sure if you've been okay, sure, solve this question. Here, okay. There's another one. I can't see all of it because there's a lot of chat, bro. Okay. Sure, solve this other question is 3x plus 2 equals 5. Minus 2 is 3. X equals 1. There you go. Okay. Did you ask me another one or what? I mean, that's first of all.
Bro is giving his maths homework so that he doesn't have to ask Chat GPT.
First of all, it's grade 10 math. Yeah, it's incredibly easy, right? I'm very well educated. All right. I have a degree in computer network security. All right, and then I've been doing I've done calculus for years. Right. Long ago, I did calculus for some years. Right. You want to hear my system? Sure. Fit Fusion, bro. We're gonna win you over. Okay. We're gonna win you over. I know there's a lot of fucking rambling and chaos going on right now. Okay. So. The basis of the system is it's going to look similar to like supply and demand and all of these and FEGs. It's going to look all very similar to these sort of concepts that you hear. But the problem with those concepts is they're over-engineered and confusing in that it makes it more difficult to actually trade. The only thing that you need to know is a simplified version of everything, okay? Right? So all you need to know is when you gain a level, you will go to the next level. And when you fail to gain a level, you will go in the reverse direction. Okay. That happens with almost certainty every single time. Okay. So what is a failure to gain, right? A failure to gain is when you have a candle body, right? And you attempt to make a new high and you fail. What you do is you retest it and then you go to the
Hunter, help me.
next level down. Okay. The next level down is the origin of that move. Okay. Right? This happens with almost certainty every single time, okay? I can even show you even on choppy markets right here. I'm going to show you here. When you fail to gain on a new level, right? Right here, you will go to the origin of that move, which is right here, tested it. You then failed to gain on this level, failed to lose rather. Then you will go to the origin of that move right there, okay? You then gained it, so you retested it and then went to the next level up, which is this level here, okay? Right? You gained all of this. You then tested that level there that you just gained, right? And then you went to the next level up. Look, you gained this, you retested it, you go to the next level up. That's it. It happens with almost certainty every single time. Now, where it gets confusing is when you're using multiple time frames because you have to prioritize the higher time frame. Okay, we need to close that trade. We need to close it now. Right? Is that right? So the reason why we're long right now, okay, is because we gained a lot of levels. We don't have to close it quite yet, actually, okay? We gained all three of these levels, okay? All three of those levels. So I've drawn a zone in which where we've gained, right? In which I'm willing to enter long, okay? We also gained down here, but I'm not willing to hold a trade that deep, right? So I added to the position all in this zone because I wasn't sure which level they're going to bounce off of, right? In the event that they close back within this range, it will then be a re-entry into the level, which means you have to go to the origin of this move, okay? If we close back within, right? If you bounce off of it, you will go to the next level, okay?
Should I re-enter long to get myself out of drawdown?
Probably not, bro. I'm going to wait for the close, though, okay? Okay, Fit Fusion. Hopefully that makes sense. If you want to learn more, you can watch. I have all my stuff on YouTube for free, okay? Everything is for free, right? I stream every single day. If people ask me questions, I teach them, okay? I've been doing this for a very long time. This is how the market works. Dumb Money Concepts is a variation of trend progression. Trend progression is how the actual trading system works. Like the entire market bases off of trend progression, okay? Trend progression is cascading versions of the same fractal within each other, okay? So things on the lower time frame change first, and it cascades into the larger time frame, and everything is a fractal of itself. Everything is the exact same on all time frames, and you will cascade from one trend into a larger trend into a larger trend. That's why you get this chop at distribution, right? And accumulation is because things have to cascade on each other. Now, just because I say that this is how things happen all of the time, does not mean that I am right all of the time, okay? I make mistakes. I get confused, right? And sometimes I make decisions that over-risk me and I have to get out, okay? Depending on my risk allocation, okay? Can you please tell me what you mean by gain? Now, so if you gain a level, it means you closed beyond the level, okay? So right here, you can see on the 4 hour, right? Or the 1 hour and 4 hour and 2 hour, okay? We gained this level, okay? So we closed beyond it, right? We also gained this one and this one, right? This is the most recent gain, okay? So in order for the market to be incredibly bullish, they would have bounced straight off that and kept going, right? It is not incredibly bullish, so they came back down and they retested all of these levels, right? Which were all gained, right? Now, what they're attempting to do right now is re-enter this level, okay? Looks like they're going to bounce off of it and fail to gain. Fail to lose, rather. Lose is down. Gain is up, okay? So they're going to fail to lose this level most likely, which means they're going to come back up here, okay? Probably. But the thing is, the issue with what's going to happen right here is if it closes right here, right now, is all it tells you is it's going to come back up here, okay? But it doesn't tell you that, because it could still go into drawdown, right? Because it could still lose all of this leg, right? All of this leg. So if they bounce off this level, okay? I know it's starting to get confusing now, but if they bounce off this level, the leg or the origin that brought you to there is your range in which you must hold in order to hold that case to still be true. Okay? So a situation where they only bounce right here is going to set us up for a trade that looks like this, right? But I don't want to be in this trade because I've already risked too much. Okay? I've already added up here, and there's no point in me being in this trade anymore. So I would rather just take the loss and not risk a larger amount, right? But looks like they might lose it now, huh? So if they lose it, I got to get out. Either way, I think this is kind of on wraps for the day, because that's a decent loss there now. We're still up for the day at just about $1,000, 1%. So, but look, we just lost that level, so you can see they're going to reject immediately off that level and then just target the next level down, right? They only barely lost it though, so they could still be coming up. I'm just getting out because I don't want to be in drawdown at this time, so. It was a bad close, and I would rather just sit out of it because I have no emotional attachment to this trade.
Will it now go towards?
Will it now go towards 5,600? Fuck no. Not even fucking close. But I can show you if you're curious. Like, so this is how you break down dumb money concepts. Is you look at the higher time frame overall, right? And you can see, hey, what's the level they're rejecting off of currently, right? It's a weekly level, right? So you can see that weekly level, that's why they're rejecting, right? That's why they rejected right here, okay? But they did gain that level. So it's still, like, everything probably holds true. So they have to reject off of it, right? But then they're probably bouncing somewhere in here and then still going to close somewhat bullishly, okay? Right? So what you want to look for right now is you can say, hey, on this weekly time frame, you failed this level here. So what must it do? It must come back up to this level here, which is the origin of that move, right? So they've satisfied that now, right? So if they gain the next week above this level again, they're going to go to the next level up, right? Which is a new high. To clarify, when you say close, you mean the candle not including the wick. So the candle body, yeah. I don't give a fuck about wicks. Wicks are attempts to hold price that can't be held, right? A wick simply means that nobody was actually holding that price, okay? The only thing that matters is the bodies, right? Do you position a swing trade? How do you position a swing trade? The exact same way as a day trade, except easier. Less information. I believe that every strategy works, but if you spend enough time understanding it, yeah, sure. So in theory, yeah, every strategy can work more or less. In theory, maybe, right? First of all, it can work, but is it going to beat the market? Probably not. Most strategies won't beat the market. So you're better off, if you're not making like 5 to 10% a month, right, on average, you're better off doing nothing, right? You're better off not trading at all, right? Because you can make a decent amount of money just doing nothing, okay? Just buying, just being bought, just buy constantly, okay? You can make a decent amount of money doing that, okay? So all strategies can work simply because you have time in the market, right? For you to be a really good trader, you have to be making like 10% a month, okay? And most strategies can't do that, okay? Where most strategies fall short is that they're over-engineered, complicated, where they have different variations of the same thing. So if you're looking at SMC or ICT or something, right? They have, like, a super simple example is order blocks, breaker blocks, and FEGs are 3 different things, but it's all the same thing. Levels, candle bodies, right? So if you look at it as candle bodies, it's a lot simpler, right? Because all levels are made equal. There's no difference between a breaker block, an order block, and an FEG fundamentally. It is simply a candle in which price was able to sustain. Okay? And the issue I have with a FEG, right? Let's look at an FEG right here, okay? So here's like an FEG, right? And you might say, hey, you want to buy down here or something, right? Or I don't know where you'd want to buy here for this FEG, but the fact is you've just lost this level, which means you're actually coming down now. Okay, you've lost this level, so now you need to come back down to this level. Okay, so if you're buying anywhere in here, you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong now. Okay, so we could, I mean, actually, maybe we should just short. You're probably wrong, right? So all I want to do is you've lost this level, right? And here's an example of where I would put a stop loss, okay? Because we just very clearly lost a level, right? So where is the level that we want to make sure we hold? Right here, right? I want to make sure I hold this, okay? So if you want to go bearish here, you want to hold that level in which you just lost, right? I don't know if this makes sense, right? You just lost this, right? Is that right? Hourly. Here, hour is a little cleaner. You just lost this level. So you want to make sure you hold there, okay? So this would be your trade now, okay? Right, so even if it comes against us, right? A lot of times it'll come right to the stop loss, okay? But you can put a stop. Like, so I don't normally use stops, but I can, right? I know how to, right? Cheers, first time watching the stream, and this is actually helpful in understanding a new strategy. Appreciate that. Most people aren't helpful. A fellow Canadian, you're welcome, brother. I honestly want to help, and the God honest truth is, you know, this is fun for me. It soaks up my time, and I do own a company, right? It's just a platform you can trade on, right? I don't sell shit. I don't make money. Like, it's just I own shares in that company, okay? I am also employed by them, so I get a flat salary, okay? I own it, right? I own the company, right? So if I put that sign right there, some people will try it out, okay? And then the valuation of that company goes up. So eventually, when that company sells for tens of 20s, 30s of millions of dollars, right? My net worth is higher. That's it. But right now, it's meaningless. I don't make money when people buy, okay? Have I ever used plus 500? No. So it looks like, so what I'm just looking at here is you've also lost this level here, right? So they might close it, they might bring it up higher, right? So I think you wanna put your stop there, if anything. All right, $1,000. How are you looking for Bitcoin? Bitcoin's fucking gonna tear our new asshole, bro. I mean that in the worst way possible. Bitcoin is going down. Anyways, I think I should wrap up. It's decently late. Actually, how long do been streaming for a long time, bro. This is decent though. I actually kind of like streaming this hour because I can just chill, eat, whatever. It's more of a, I think it's more of a Western crowd right here too, but I think people are a little bit more American here, maybe. W stream. Hey, thanks, brother. I'm just wondering if the gold going down now. Just wondering if I should wrap up or not. I wanted to see what time does the price stop, right?
Which contract should someone prioritize more CFD1s or futures, as sometimes the level on futures is different to CFDs for DMC?
So futures is the CME, it's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. CFDs are whatever your brokerage offers you, okay? Well, it looks like we're getting more volume here of people watching now. I wonder if this is the hot time for people to watch, bro. Fuck it, what time is it? 8 o'clock? What is that in what time is that in fucking... It's like 11 p.m. for New York. Anyways, so your liquidity provider is what determines the price, okay? In futures, your liquidity provider is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, right? In CFDs, it's whatever liquidity provider you choose, okay? So the price difference is just based off of whoever's providing the data. That's it. But it's the same thing, right? CFDs is contract for a difference. And so the contract that you're trading is something that is bound to the NASDAQ, for example, right? It's not a one-to-one bind, but you know, people trade in theory that it's going to be the same-ish, right? This is very helpful. You're welcome, brother. Bro, love the stream. Hey, you're welcome. Give us a subscribe. And watch the YouTube videos. Everything is free, bro. Everything's fucking free. Is this gonna go down? I'd hate to get 2 trades in a row wrong. We got 2 right today. We got 1 wrong. We got 2 right, 1 wrong so far. When Maven provides futures offers, I mean, you can already trade the same thing on Maven, bro. You can trade the CFD version of the same thing, right? It's just not the exact price, that's all, right? So all you do, and I'm literally doing it right now, is I'm looking at the futures price of gold, right? And then I'm trading on Maven, right? Gold. I don't even look at the price of this. I just use it to trade, right? Because it follows it basically one-to-one. It's just a different price. The price movements are basically the same, right? Join the Discord. Yeah, join the Discord, boys. You like to trade Asia? 9 p.m. in Alberta, 11 p.m. in New York, yeah. 4 a.m. Is it 4 a.m. in UK? That's right, isn't it? You seem to make money on when you sell. Please kindly tell me the basis of how many trade or sample size you are saying that your system is 80% win rate? It's my swing trades. Those are my swing trades for this year. Okay. Day trading is much harder. I don't track my day trades on that win rate because day trading is roughly 50-50, dude. And I'm telling you that with the God honest truth of somebody who is incredibly good at this. I know somebody that does that super incredibly well. I am not that guy, okay? His entire life is trading though, okay? Like that, he is a day trader, right? I am a person who does trading for fun, okay? I don't want to I don't want to be that person ever, okay? I think it would be cool, but the amount of effort that's going to be and your life consumption, that's not who I want to be, right? I would rather swing trade, right? Day trading is incredibly difficult, okay? But we'll do it, and I'll show you. I think I probably have a roughly 60% win rate if I'm day trading. Sumo, yes, it's Sumo. Sumo has a 90% win rate day trading, right? What is my profession? This. I'm retired. Yeah, Trader Sumo, bro. Trader Sumo is who taught me trend progression. And then I converted it to dumb money concepts, okay? Trader Sumo is incredibly good. Okay? Trader Sumo is probably the smartest trader I know by a mile, right? I would listen to what he has to say, right? 7 a.m. in North Korea, everybody. What's our country? I live on Vancouver Island in Canada. We're in a short right now. I wanna go. You and me. It's not showing. Are you retired? Yeah, I mean, I own Maven, bro. I'm in theory retired, but like if I wanted to, I wouldn't. If I wanted to, I could kind of just be a bum. But like, I own Maven. Maven pays me. I make content from I make videos for Maven, dude. I live stream. This is it. This is what I do. I just fuck around, right? And I set up my company so that this could be what I had for a job, right? Other people manage a lot of the things. I get to see the financials. I get to be a part of the decision making. I'm a shareholder. I own massive portion of Maven. Okay, right. Oh, look at this fucking failure. If this fails, bro. On the 8 hour? On the 8 hour and 12 hour. Looks like it might fail, bro. Even if it's based off of swing trading, how many trades? It tells you exactly on there. 33 and 8. It says it's exactly on the screen, bro, of how many trades. How blind are you, bro? It says right on the screen, my trade data. And I mean, it's not like I just add and reduce to it whenever we take a swing trade, basically. right? So it's just like live stream us to vouch for me, basically. Where am I going to take
asking
profit
for
on the
friend
stream?
Eggrel trading when?
When Eagle? I need the AI version of myself. Eagle. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, boys. I think a couple hours is all I can really honestly do. I don't understand how fucking live streamers do this for like. You can get pretty exhausted, bro. Like, no wonder fucking Clav is drugged up all the time, dude. Right? Can you teach you? Yeah, just watch the streams and watch my YouTube video, bro. How many years have you been operating? Maven's been around since 2022. 4 years. With no issues ever. Right? We made a very good company, okay? How hard was it to get your first payout? Very easy. I was trading for a long time before prop firms came around. Right? How long are we on the stream? I mean, we're on for 2.5 hours now. I don't mind it actually in the Asia session because I've got nothing to do. Right? Actually, we got nothing to do, really. We're actually getting some fucking sick views, actually, too. Decent views on YouTube at this time, so... I'm just wondering, like, what time does Asia slow down? Right around... When does Asia slow down, bro? Like, right around now, right? Right around 8, and then it seems to fucking pick up again half the time at Asia close, right?
Probably an hour before London Open.
Right, look at this, bro. It fucking starts ripping again, and it seems to slow down right around now. So maybe we'll wrap it up. Maybe we'll wrap it up. Selling or buying? I mean, we were selling and buying. Depends on what time you joined in. But I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Asian
there,
session
bro.
showing the Godzilla setup. Let's go.
Yeah, I kind of fucking dig Asia session. I think I might do these more. I might do these more, bro. Maybe more next week though, because honestly, like. Where am I? Where are you? I'm from Vancouver area, Vancouver time zone. I'm gonna be traveling to Montreal. I'm going to Vancouver Wednesday, Montreal Thursday, and Friday, and then back to Vancouver on Saturday through to next week. So this week might be really weird for streams, right? Because I'm traveling for fucking half the week. But so tomorrow, I'll be on whenever I'm on, bro. Maybe market close or something. Maybe we'll do market close tomorrow. But so we have a podcast with Austin Silver tomorrow. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Austin Silver. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. EST, We have Austin Silver on the Maven podcast, and then I'm on podcast on the Market Open for Wednesday with Prop
Hunter
for
giveaway
Match.
for the peoples who are watching stream at Mhuhu.
We already did a giveaway earlier, bro. So, I don't know, bro. Where did the giveaway earlier? Fellow Canadian. Yes, sir. With a name like Alpha Punjabi, I assume you're not born in Canada, though. Living on the Toronto side. That would make sense with the name, too, but... I'm from Toronto area, too, bro. I grew up in Toronto, so... I moved far away from there quickly, dude. I keep moving west. I'm on the farthest west you can get now. Anyways, yeah, it's been a minute, bro. Good stream. I'm live every single day. Yeah, different times each day. We're not super certain each day, but make sure you join the Discord, okay? Should be in the bio or whatever profile you're watching from somewhere, okay? You can join the Discord or Dumb Money Hunter Instagram. It's on there too, okay? Right? Thanks for watching, boys. W streams, yeah. Good clips and shit, too. Good night, boys.